Christmas time is here, murderers are near. Let's go find the tread puller. I gotta say, Andreas rocks the old, crazy hermit beard very well, I must say. Alright, that wall is different. That mean this is the place? Oh, it's two-sided. And old. This was above ground once. It carried water. Look. Alright, I think I can make it out. Cornelius iret balenio et complet sextum gradum in Mithrae. Cornelius today and 6 Mithraeum? Cornelius goes to the baths today and completes the 6th rank in the Mithraeum. See? No, there were cults of Mithras all over the Roman Empire. Oh, that there was a Mithraeum in Tassing, but this is just some graffito from an initiate. How does it help us? Well, here. Bam! Just breaks it down. Being fair. A warning would be nice. Oh. Sorry. I'm not used to being around people. This is the aqueduct. The aqueduct carries water to the baths, so you think this will take us to the Mithraeum? Exactly. You seem quite confident. No, it exists. I know where it is not. I believe this is the only place it could be. It must be near the baths. Leave it? Yes. Alright. After you, please. Of course, ladies first. Let the 20-year-old peasant girl, let the 20-year-old girl, this. Manu Propria, Chapter 8. Let the 20-year-old, printer's daughter lead the hobbled old hermit artist man. His posture is interesting. I'll go past the bathhouse real quick. Part of the tunnel is collapsed. We're not getting to the Mithraeum this way. I think... Yes, Casper and I found a collapsed section of the aqueduct near town. Oh, so this is the spot where he was. So Casper was almost to the Mithraeum. He almost found out who the thread puller was. Explored it, but couldn't describe what he found in the dark. This must be the other side. I like how it, like, still incorporates, like, what he would say. I shouldn't have let him go. I should have taken more care with him. Andreas, we can't do anything about that now. Yes, of course. He is riddled with guilt. Decoration. These must have been the baths. Doesn't look like there's a way through. Silt. All the floods kept carrying it down here. Hundreds of years of floods. What if we can't get through? What if it's buried forever? It's too early to get discouraged. Let's keep looking. What a joyous Christmas Eve. Up, down we go. More stairs. Down? Something be below the baths. A hippocaust. They use warm air to heat the rooms above. Roman colonies in the north often had them. Let's hope those haven't filled with silt as well. I agree. Oh god. Alright, Do you know where we're going? These pillars just kind of go on in all directions. Andreas, could you look that way? I think I'm going to try exploring ahead. Of course. Oh, I'm playing as Andreas now again. Technically. I thought I got that person already. Funny, it's interesting being, we're Andreas again. Neat. How could you abandon your work, Andreas? I thought you were a true artist, a master of your craft. But all you created was misery. Oh, yep, he's having depression. He's having guilt issues. The only thing more pitiful than watching you work in that scriptorium was your love of that dying art. He has a lot of issues to work through, and therapy's not necessarily a thing yet. You couldn't leave a good thing well enough alone, could you? How many bodies have you left in your wake? Yeah. Alright, who's next? Master, why did you send me back into the flames? I didn't. You came back on your own. I tried to send you away. Oh, it's burning. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. No, this isn't right. I can't believe I'm here. I can't be here right now. What is that in the background? Oh my god, that's horrifying. These are all very Hieronymus Bosch. Hey, Melancholy / St. Beatrice. How did I get here? Andreas. You're still here. Yes, for a little longer. You're leaving. I am the last vestige of reason that once ruled this court. When it goes, I'll go with it. Who will rule the city if you leave? No one. You must leave this place forever, Andreas. You must abandon it for good. But how? What can I do? I don't even know how I got here. This was once a place of refuge for you, Andreas. But it has become a prison. A prison you constructed to protect yourself. From what? From pain. From risk. From life itself. I can't stay here. I have to help Magdalene. How do I get out? Andreas, you are the architect. I'll help you as best I can, but you are the only one who can answer that. Oh god. That's not it. I'm trying to weave my way. I'm trying to figure out the path of the maze before. I think it's this way. Oh wait, no. This is. Oh, I see. Hello, Andreas. Is that you, Sabine? Yes, of course. I'm still here. Part of me will always be with you. Haven't talked in so long. Why? Everything fell apart. Doesn't mean we couldn't have put it back together. I didn't know how to. No one does. Wish you had given us another chance. I do too. It may be too late for us, but it's not too late for you, Andreas. It's not too late for Magdalene. Yes, Magdalene. I have to help her. I can, Andreas, but you have to leave this place behind for good. I know. I can. I will. Will? You will. Thank you, Sabine. Will I ever see you again? Not in this place. But maybe someday. A better place. In a better dream. Oh man. Him rapid fire learning to forgive himself. I don't know if this is a bit rushed. I think he needs more than this as like his therapy, but you know what? It's a video game. It's a video game. Master Andreas. Oh. Casper. It's really you. It's good to see you again, Master. You say that. You died because of me. I just wanted to help you, Master Andreas. You couldn't think straight. You shouldn't blame yourself anymore. I let my family down. I let you down. I couldn't stop Peter, couldn't save Tassing. Couldn't even save more than a couple armfuls of books. You did what you could, Master. Everyone knows you did. That's all any of us can do. Alright, Casper. Thank you. Thank you for everything you taught me. Aw. Wait, what happened? This was the way out. Before I started talking to Casper, I know this was the way out. The mind is fighting itself, Andreas. It remembers the pain of life. It's trying to protect you from it. Beatrice? Yes? I thought you were gone. You brought me back. Oh. So, what do I do now? Keep going. I gotta go back around. As I watch my mental city burn. Ah. Christine de Pizan, help me! You're a good architect, you make these weird imaginary cities very well. Oh, this is gonna be the toughest one. You too? So many nights, so many years without seeing your face. I thought I had forgotten it. I know there's nothing I could have done, but that doesn't make me feel any less guilty. It's always there under the surface, no matter how I try to bury it, like a pentiment. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. It's alright. What? It's alright, Daddy. It is? You don't have to hide here anymore. Scared, August. I know. But that's why you can't stay. There are people who need you. What if I can't help them? I don't know, Daddy. I'm too little. I think you have to figure that out on your own. Of course. You're right. Thank you. I love you, Daddy. I love you too. Good night, August. Good night. Ah. It shifted again, the walls. It's still trying to protect you. No. It's not? No, I mean, no, I don't have to do this. This is my mind, my maze. And I'm leaving. Good. This next part might be confusing. Oh god. Ah, it's the labyrinth! It's the labyrinth! It's the St. Mary's Labyrinth thing! I should have realized that a lot sooner. It's the labyrinth. It's like, that's why it's the labyrinth. What? I don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Why are you holding the maze? Two things are merging in your mind. You and... There are layers to everything. Even our memories. Ah, we're getting to the crux, the core thesis of the story. Over time, the foundations become buried. We can no longer recall how we got here, no longer recall what came before. And what came before? Our Lady, watching over the labyrinth as I watch over you. And even this has roots that reach deep into the past. There was not always a lady to watch over the labyrinth. There was a labyrinth. It's the Pentiment. Oh! What? I don't understand. Sister Amelie? Is this real? Am I still in my mind? We're here. Me. We are here. Spirit. Oh, the Sinister St. Moritz. It says Mars. Oh, I was right. The statue is a statue of Mars. Of Mars. So they were worshipping pagan statues. Oh. Are we still in the ruins? are in the tabernacle, the heart of the labyrinth. Spirit was wandering, and the Lord brought you here. I don't understand. How did you leave your cell? Oh, wait, no, was that her grave, actually? I have not. We are only here in spirit, Andreas. Is this real? Am I finally experiencing that which I have only read about in the testimony of mystics? I told you long ago that reading cannot communicate a spiritual experience. Yes, this is real, and you need not be afraid. Have faith. If you are here with me, it is the Lord's will. Andreas? Sister Amelie? What are you doing here, sister? This is the center of the labyrinth, the tabernacle. It is where the Lord sends my spirit to do his will. God has also guided your spirits here. There must be a purpose to it. Sister, we're looking for the Mithraeum. Is this it? Mithraeum? No, I'm pretty sure it's the Mithraeum. This is very Roman imagery. This is the tabernacle, not a place of wood and stone, but a place of spirit. The Lord has called me to this place for many years. He has always made his will known to me. Soon he will make it known to you. Sister, how does your spirit come to this place? The door between life and death. Your tomb that you buried? My spirit hears the call that descends through my grave. Here the Lord tells me what messages I must bear and to whom. How? It was almost impossible for us to reach this place. I used to think my affliction, my pain, was a curse. I know now that it was a gift from God. A gift that allows me to bend my body as I bend my soul to his. So she's very liable. There's no place in Tassing or Kiersau he cannot reach through me. Wait. Thought I had given up the pen forever until the visions returned. Ah, good reveal. That's a good reveal. Oh, so it was her doing that, because... Oh. No! When fire took my abbey, I couldn't save my sisters. Not one. All I could grab was a single book and a bolt of purple ink cloth. I couldn't understand why God had spared me alone. He showed me. God had a higher purpose for me, my hand. As Father Thomas explained it to me. He makes everything clear. Oh, so Father Thomas is in on this too. It's been a conspiracy the whole time. He tells me what I must do. Lord wills me to do. It was you. This whole time you wrote the notes. Found one by my dad when he was attacked. Mr. Amelie, you pushed these people into committing murder. What? No. No, that can't be true. The Lord would not use me for such a purpose. That's what happened, sister. You wrote those notes. People were murdered because of them. No, I wouldn't. He wouldn't. There was nothing in his messages about murder. No, I am not here. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. She is very unwell. Ah! Father Thomas? Mr. Amelie. Shh, it's all right. Father Thomas? How did you get down here? Tassing is an old place. It's buried many ancient roads and tunnels over the centuries. People walk above the hidden ways every day without even knowing it. Though in truth it was Sister Amelie who rediscovered them first, and found this place. Wait, the dimensions of this room. This is the foundation of the church. Ah! That makes sense for why she's able to come down here. I'm guessing that's her grave right over there, now that I look at it. That's like probably where her grave comes in. Father Thomas, did you... In other circumstances, I would be overjoyed to see you, Andreas. In truth, I am still happy you are alive, thank God. But I think the occasion of this reunion is little to rejoice about. You? You and Sister Amelie were behind all the murders? No, she had no part in this. The notes, you wrote them. She did, but she did not understand their purpose. I guided her. I told her what to write. You abused her love and her trust for your own purposes. He who wishes to follow love's way must regard neither cost nor shame. Or pain, he must stand to everything, even her most terrible commands. I am ashamed to admit it, but yes, I did. To what end? What was the point of all this? Look around you. What do you see? A beautifully preserved temple, but I think he sees it as a pagan place, an unholy place. Paintings of Roman gods, Mars and Diana. Look closer. It looks like the statue of St. Moritz from the meadow. And the image of St. Satya from the shrine. I don't understand. It's St. Moritz and St. Satya. And Mars and Diana. Saints are the gods? When the Romans left Tassing, their buildings, their temples, their statues remained. Christians settled here centuries later. They found time-worn fragments of that imperial grasp. This statue of Mars Pater, once watched over the Roman fields, stood there still, headless and nameless. Settlers believed it was Saint Moritz, who was already a legend where they had come from. They found the shrines to Satya, and not understanding she was an aspect of Diana, believed she was another local saint. It's not uncommon for stories to borrow and change characters from older tales. But these are not stories, Magdalene. These are saints. Our saints. Yeah, but most of the Christian traditions are borrowed from paganism. Saturnalia, all these other things. Like, there's so much that's borrowed and, like, changed and extorted thing. Like, even, like, how saints and priests and cultures and religions are... This man. Settlers did not see them through pagan Roman eyes, but through Christian eyes. No one knew they were Roman gods because there was no account of what the Romans did and left here. Except for Historia Tassii. But Historia Tassii was not known then. Perhaps it had not even been written then. Who knows how long that book had been lost for before it made its way to Father Matthias. Did you cause Father Matthias to die too, Father Thomas? And you killed him for it. Yes, with poison. Oh, wow. So you are directly responsible for murder, and so direct murder, and then abetting to murder or instigation of murder? I don't know what the charge would be. No one suspected. Hold on. Who was Father Matthias again? Abbot of Kiersau before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the book of Tassing, known for his... He was the Abbot of Kiersau before Father Gernot. He was a good and honest man, one of the most forthright abbots I've known. When Father Matthias has learned that there was no evidence that St. Moritz had ever come to Tassing, that the shrine to him in the meadow was a statue of Mars that the Romans had erected hundreds of years ago, that St. Satya was the Roman goddess Diana, he resolved to deal with it. And you resolved to deal with him. Andreas, our people believe in St. Moritz. They believe in the miracles God has worked through his hand. And they believe in the legend of St. Satya, that she helped Moritz and watches over Tassing still. Why does it matter if they were wrong, if the saints weren't here? What does this mean? Does that mean for the hand of St. Moritz? What does it mean for the people who prayed to him, to St. Satya, and believed their prayers were answered? They could still be answered. You know, it could have formed and morphed, like, do the Mahayana Buddhism route and just incorporate old deities into the new religion. It's like, oh, this is a pale imitation of what it was, but this is what it actually is now that we've cleared your mind or whatever. Just do that. What does it mean for the church that has given people hope, fixed like a false star in the dark sky? Still, you can still do that. Just be forthright about it. The people have reason to doubt the validity of the saints. Can they doubt the church? Yep, I mean they can. That's what the whole Reformation started being about. Do they doubt the gospel, the word of God? Yes. Might take a few centuries, but yes. Perhaps some would, but you've always told us that we have to accept Christ of our own free will. Yes, of course, but preserving the legends of our saints doesn't interfere with the individual volition. You are preserving a lie. I preserved a lie to illuminate greater truth and in the process got a lot of people killed. God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Do you believe this? Truly believe this? Eternal life is yours. And saints have walked among us, and their relics work miracles, and they hear our prayers and answer them. The two that protect this town were never here. They don't just need to know that, Andreas. There are times when God feels so far away from us in these mountains. But a peasant in Tassing can stand in a field, look over our valley and say, St. Moritz was here. God was with us, and he is with us still, and he will be with us always. And that is the truth, even if the legend of St. Moritz is a lie. And you think that justifies all of this? In the end, no, but at each step I thought it was right. It was wrong. I know this is hard to believe, but I was trying to save lives, to prevent death by getting a lot of people killed. But one murder didn't solve the problem, did it? Because one day Baron Rothvogel rode into town with another copy of Historia Tassii. A copy he promised to give to the abbots so Kiersau could come to terms with its past. And if Father Gounod read its contents, you would be facing the same danger you saw in Father Matthias. Retrospect, given how Father Gounod chose to run the abbey, my fears may have been unfounded. A sentiment didn't prevent you from doing it again. Right. It didn't. But why? Then why Otto? Certainly he didn't have anything to do with Historia Tassii. He couldn't even read. Ah! If you notice on the statue right here, it says Mars. So people who could read would have known that that doesn't say Moritz. Otto couldn't, but he just assumed it was the head of St. Moritz. In the end, his murder provoked Peter and the others into destroying the abbey. I never thought that would happen. I underestimated Peter's anger and the peasants' frustration. So you killed him to prevent an uprising, but it caused it instead? Someone else killed him as someone else killed Baron Rothvogel. And it wasn't to prevent an uprising, but to stop him from showing people what he found. He found when he was helping to dig the foundation of the Rathaus. Something from our pagan ancestors? No, not quite so old. What he found was a stone head. The missing head of the statue in the meadow. The statue at the shrine of St. Moritz. How did it wind up over there? Most likely culprits are rain, floods, and time. Black Till told me that farmers will find old tools and pottery in the fields every year. Yes, and this head remained hidden for centuries. It sat in the soil until Otto found it. And he was going to show everyone that God had favored the town with his discovery. Otto could not know that our shrine statue was not of St. Moritz. Because Otto could not read the words chiseled across the helmet. Mars Pater. But the man he entrusted with this information, the town priest, could. Yes. And you told him to meet you on St. John's Eve at the Rathaus. You could not let him destroy our town's beliefs. And you had poor Sister Amelie write down what you told her visions she couldn't remember, and deliver them in the dead of night to Guy, to Guy, to Hannah, to Martin. so that one of them would murder Otto just as someone murdered Lawrence. What about my father? I'm sorry, Magdalene. I've lived next to you my whole life. How could you? None of this was easy for me. I always thought I was doing what was needed to be done. Was it because of the mural? Yes. Klaus pursued the project with the determination of a guilty man doing penance. He kept us digging and digging for answers about Tassing's past, Kiersau's past. I was afraid that sooner or later he would find out about Moritz, Satya, this place, everything. So you tried to kill him? No, I tried to scare him. First with the note, but he ignored it. I thought if I ransacked the workshop, it would scare him off. I didn't expect him to come down so quickly. It was just an accident. It wasn't an accident. You almost killed him. I know. So what are you going to do now? Kill me? Kill Magdalene? No, of course not. I have neither the means nor the will to do so. But even if I can't stop you from telling people what I've done, I can stop them from finding this place. At least until archaeologists find it again. No, Father Thomas, stop! It's too late for me, but I can still take Tassing's secrets with me. Father, you're going to kill us. You're going to kill Amelie. Then leave and take her with you. You can tell the townsfolk what you want, but if you stay here, we'll all die together. I did not expect this when I was coming in. That actually was an interesting twist. You really killed yourself and destroyed the church just to hide this secret. Churches can be rebuilt more easily than faith. I am willing to pay the price for that. Father! Go! Take the head, too! Take the head! Take the head! Magdalene should have just taken the head. Oh, that's another death. Are you alright? So, that... Oh, that's frustrating. Oh, God. My modern sensibilities kicked in as soon as I saw him just destroying the temple. That's really frustrating. So, just to control the narrative and control the history of the town. Well, fuck him. Fuck him. I'm not gonna let him do that. How is Sister Amelie? She's still out, but I think she's fine. She's fine. They must have heard that at the Golden Hand. Awful way to end a beautiful Christmas night. What are we going to tell them? What do you mean? About this. About everything. Why wouldn't we just tell them the truth? Same reason Father Thomas hid it. Explain your thinking. I'm just not sure it makes sense. What good will it do to tell everyone about St. Moritz and St. Satya? Maybe Father Thomas was right about that, if nothing else. Maybe it would break their faith. I think he's wrong. I think the people here have enough faith to hear the truth. You know them better than I do. Especially since I've been away for so long. Came back all this time to solve this, but it's hard to feel like we actually accomplished anything. Any better off than we were this morning? Father Thomas won't be able to hurt anyone else. Maybe he never would have. I think you're right. We should tell them. About the saints, the Romans, all of it. I hate that doing the right thing feels so awful. I'm sorry. I am too, but I still think that's what we need to do. Yeah, I'm not letting... I don't, like... The people of this town have faced worse than this. I think they'll be fine. And we'll tell them. Good. She gets us to Amelie someplace warm. We can take her to my house. Probably have some explaining to do. But I think it's been a long time coming. I'm glad you didn't die in that fire. I am too. I think. Merry Christmas, Andreas. Merry Christmas. Feels very weird. Oh. Magdalene, you made it back. Sister Andreas and Sister Amelie and I all made it back. Sister Amelie? Was she in the church? I heard a terrible din and the house shook. Is everything all right? Our neighbors probably think the world is ending, so could be better. Oh yeah, like Christmas Eve, your church collapses. Not a great sign. Are you all right, Dad? I'm sorry. I was tired. Sit by me. Tell me what happened. It started in the rat house. Well, the Ratskeller. Did you know the back wall was part of the old Roman aqueduct? Huh. So we went into the aqueduct. The section we found must have been closed off for centuries. Found an old Roman bathhouse. Couldn't go through, so we found our way down to a level under the baths. Andreas said it was a hypocaust. I got separated from Andreas. I was really afraid I'd lost him, that we'd both gotten lost down there. And I heard his voice off in the distance, and so I was really... Dad? Are you still listening? Oh no, oh no, 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 not now. Oh. Oh, Magdalene. Magdalene would post the truth of the town, because otherwise Father Thomas Woods and Father Thomas... Oh, God! So many months, so many months. 4 months time skip, oh my God. I know it's hard. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it is. But we all do our best to make you feel welcome when you get here. It's strange to think this will probably be the last letter I send you. So I will end it with my love. Esther. Magdalene? Sip it. Well, 1544. Yes? I am sorry to disturb you, but I wanted to let you know that everything is in order. Altus has ensured that all of the financial matters will be handled. The money will be forwarded to you via the Reichspost as soon as everything is settled. I appreciate it. Please thank him for me. Thank him for everything. Of course, Mr. Struckren. I did not know your father well, but I know that he was well regarded by everyone who spoke of him. It seems that Tassing has lost many things in one man. I'm very sorry. Thank you. Good fortune to you. Man, I guess she's moving to Prague now? All of her stuff. Man, that'd be heartbreaking. Faust, oh, this is a really sad ending to the game. Magdalene, I can't believe you're really leaving. You should come visit me. Huh. Farthest I've ever been is the Mittenwald Market, so I don't think that's very likely. Write us, though. We want to hear everything about your new life. I will. I promise. And you better do it, not like Andreas. Our special girl, Magdalene Druckerin. I understand why you're leaving. God knows you have good cause. Tassing won't be the same without you. Safe travels and God bless you. Aw. Hey, Gertrude. You sure you have everything you need, Magdalene? I think so. Thank you. I made you something to take with you on the road. It's chamomile, cinnamon, and wheat flour. If you're traveling and you're having cramps... I know. I'll use it. Well, Hildegard's recipe is just called for chamomile and wheat flour. I added the cinnamon for the taste. I'm so sorry about what happened to your father. Thank you. Mother Francisca had us all say prayers for him. And for you as well, when she heard you were leaving. Really? That's so sweet. Thank her for me. Please thank her for me. I will. We'll all miss you so much, Magdalene. I'll miss you too. God bless you. Safe travels. It's time. Oh, there's the church. Oh, must be Father Elias, the new church person. Oh, hey, Mags. What's? I'm really sorry about your dad. He was always nice to me. My mom says he was a good man. He was a good dad. Well, thanks. I should get going. Mags. Magdalene. Sure you don't want to marry me? The load of bitter sorrows lies heavy upon my breast. Joy to me is a stranger, gladness a fleeting guest. I don't know what any of that means, but I think it means no. Look after your mother. It's... Yeah, she's cutting ties. Elias! Good morning, Mr. Struckerin. Are you off soon? Yes, Father. Just saying my last few farewells. Of course. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to know you or your father. God rest his soul. I am too. Don't let those bohemians put any heretical ideas in your head. Once their pernicious seeds take root, they can choke the faith right out of you. I'll keep my guard up, Father. Good. Keep the faith. God bless you, Father Elias. God bless you in your travels. It's a new character that... Is this one that'll actually give me? Yep. Father Elias Schneider. Yep, that's all they have to say for him. Amelie. God bless you as well, Sister Amelie. Are you leaving today? I am. I'm just heading up to the mill in a bit. So sorry for everything that happened. Home was destroyed. True. Church. But I have lost my home before. I will find another. It is strange, though, standing in the light after all these years. Thank you for helping me. Do you know what you'll do now? You become an anchoress again? I don't know, honestly. Father Elias is trying to help me, but I need to leave to rely on. I need to learn to rely on my own judgment a little more. It's going to take a long time to atone for my part in what happened. Perhaps the rest of my life. God knows you didn't mean to do harm. He does, but harm was done. I am writing an account of what happened here. As well as I can remember it anyway. If it is not enough to earn forgiveness, I pray that it will at least illuminate this history of great darkness. Good. It's worth remembering. God bless you, Sister Amelie. God bless and keep you, your star on your safe on your travels, Magdalene. Which way do I go now? Up to the mill. Magdalene, dear, I wish you'd stay with us. Little Andreas and Ulrich will miss you greatly. I'll miss them also. Tassing is not the place for me. It's past time to leave. You will find your happiness out there yet, somewhere beyond the hills and valleys. I know it in my heart. God looks after you as he does for us all. None of us can truly know what lies ahead on the road. God knows. Maybe one day you'll come to visit us again, your own family in tow. If that is the case, I'll make sure to send you a letter ahead of time. Of course, do write. I sometimes still think of all the lives and places out there. When I was younger, I was often dreamed of traveling, visiting the many kingdoms. But I found my peace, here and now in Tassing, even after all that happened. Your husband? He was an awful man. I think it was his fault. Agnes always said that it was his fault. But then later he gifted me Paul. At least I got Paul, and the two of us survived those frightening times. When Paul and Anna found each other after all we had suffered, it was like a miracle. My little darlings, without them I'd never have little Andreas and Ulrich. Ah, I am rambling. Stay safe on the road, Magdalene, dear. We're still in dangerous times. I will. Godspeed, Magdalene. Aw. Sad to see them all go. Oh, man, Andreas. It's kind of weird seeing you without your beard. I liked your beard look, man. Are you sure I look alright? Of course, Andreas. You look perfectly respectable. A little worse for wear, but a good sight better than you were. It's kind of the women to help clean me up. I'm afraid I'd forgotten how to look after myself. Some would say you took care of yourself quite admirably. How many men here could have survived in a burned-out cellar for the better part of 20 years? Subsisting on our discarded rye, no less. I'm sorry about that. Andreas, we already told you it's all right now. Magdalene! Hello, Magdalene. Are you off soon? Hello, yes, I'm riding with your flower to Mittenwald and then down to Isa. Sorry to see you go, Magdalene. But I hope Prague is everything you've dreamed of. If it's half the city Esther describes, I'm sure I'll love it. You have a chance to make a life of your own there. God knows I've squandered so much of mine. Use the time you have and use it well. I will. I don't know how, but I will. I wish you could have seen it, Andreas. I know. Would have loved it. I hope so. I know so. That's kind of you to say. We'll need words of encouragement, and besides, it's the truth. Magdalene, I wanted to ask you something about the mural before you go. I thought it was supposed to cover the whole wall. Why did you leave a section blank? For the future. Unless history is going to stop in Tassing the moment I roll down the road. I think your wagon is about to leave. Oh, it is. Hardly feels like enough time. Thank you for everything you did for me. For my family. God bless you, Andreas Maler. Andreas? Are you alright? I'm lost. That's alright. You're welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. Besides, you can't leave yet. The children requires your expertise. Oh? They're up on the mill. The walkway. I'll have supper ready when you're done. Just remember that you're always welcome in our home, Andreas. Thank you. Oh, they're doing art. We're back as Andreas. His new look is kind of bleh. Finally get to go up under the mill. They let those kids up there with no supervision. Oh, he's giving them advice. That's a cute way for... I'll say my thoughts until the credits. That's really cute. Oh, is it gonna flash one of the windmills and it's gonna turn into actual art? Or is it increasing the art as it goes? I can't tell. Oh, it's good. Page turns. Book comes out, and there's the mural in the background. See what it looked like. Oh, it's a beautiful mural. Magdalene, you did a great job. See what life was like in Tassing back then. Christians amongst the ruins of the Romans. Oh, the abbey burned down. Yep. All the people that died. There's Peter. It's a bittersweet story, isn't it? Yep, and we told them about the history buried beneath their feet. I think it was a good idea to do so, honestly. I like how it's like showing like what the rat house, how the carvings have looked with the rat house now gone, now getting older. The labyrinth. M Druckerin. M plus Druckerin. Magdalene Druckerin. Oh! What's this? A family tree? She went to Prague on her own. Are we gonna get to see what happened to everyone afterwards? That'll be interesting. So Magdalene went off to Prague. Sister Suzanne left the abbey. Okay. Ill Peter's still alive. Yeah, that tracks. Ursula watches Václav die. Oh no. Apollo and Jutta marry. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet, actually. Kraft becomes a great stonemason, builds the new church. Werner Stoltz grows old and happy. Oh, Andreas has so many kids. That's so sweet. That's so cute. Look at all those kids. Shrine of St. Moritz becomes overgrown. Andreas Mueller! Aw, he becomes an artist too. That's so sweet. I love that. That is such a lovely, like, family tree. I wish you could see more of, like, all the different stuff, but that is really sweet. The 3D looks a little awkward. It looks kind of like one of those, like, 3D models they put in, like, museum VR simulations, but it's really cool. Still a cool idea. Wow. So that's the end of Pentiment. Whew, what a game. I really liked this. Now, it's not without its problems. Honestly, I think the strongest part of this game was its first act. But before we go into that, I just want to talk. This game tapped into a lot of like aspects of storytelling and history and mythology and how we control narratives and how history is written by people and so many different aspects that I actually really want to research more into, like how like nuanced views of like how we represent stories through historiography, how people control the narratives, how people are afraid of that. Apparently, this is one of the themes of The Name of the Rose, which is one of the books that heavily inspired stuff from this. And apparently, it was referenced here, but I must have missed the reference at some point. Um, like the passage of time as well, like and how it warps changes. Like I've recently found that I've been incidentally reading or being in contact with a lot of stories about like how like you don't control who lives or who dies or who tells your story, to quote Hamilton, how like history changes, how history your possession of history. And I'm doing this in very dumb layman's terms. Like there are people who are much better at explaining this, especially historians, but it does really fascinate me. Like even some of my favorite fantasy books kind of work and stories work with this. Frieren, which is an anime that recently came out, works with this by through the lens of like seeing how like the fact that like people become fairy tales or lose their sight of memories or like savoring the time they have with people. The Wheel of Time is all about ages come past, leaving memories that fade the myth, and like the books are always filled with this idea of misinformation, the fact that we don't quite know the past and people don't quite understand it, but people also control how it's actually perceived. Pillars of the Earth apparently does this. I haven't read it yet, but Pillars of the Earth and Name of the Rose are two historical fiction novels that I really want to read that apparently work with this very well. Um, I'm also reading Cuddy, which is about St. Cuthbert from Northeast England. That one's really good too, and it kind of has similar vibes about like the history of things. I don't know if it necessarily fully fits in, but so in terms of like some of the overall themings and ideas and like history and stuff, I think this is a fantastically done game. Um, the art style is beautiful. It's fantastically unique. Um, I liked the way that you could build Andreas and Magdalene as characters. I thought it was a very fun game overall. Um, I was before that though. I think the strongest act was the first act. So in terms of like how the actual game itself, the first act with it, how it did the investigations and how open-ended it was, and all the different options you could choose, and the way it does, I think that was the first. I think that was the strongest of the three sections. Like Act One, then 7-year time skip, then an 18-year time skip. The second one didn't feel. I mean, maybe that was the what they were trying to get across is, but it felt rushed, and that. And not as, and I think that was partly intended. It was intended to kind of feel like you were being rushed because in story, Andreas is being rushed to figure out who killed Otto. Um, and so that makes sense, but it didn't feel as cohesive and it didn't feel as impactful in some respects because of that. So I don't know, but maybe that was because I just spent so much time with people in the first act as far as I can remember. However, third act was very much more straightforward, very more linear overall, with the only real so you couldn't so like the first two acts you could actually miss information, and I guess you could probably miss information depending on choices you made with Magdalene, but you are allowed to get all of the possible information you can get before the time progresses. So that means that you're not really missing out on like, oh, I ran out of time here, so I can't really like focus on this one. So you don't have really, so for all the options you do have, you manage to just find them all. So that's things. However, I think emotionally, I really liked Magdalene's parts quite a bit. Magdalene, you don't really spend as much time with, but her story, this idea of this girl trying to piece together the history that we've seen, that we as people as players have seen part of for herself, I think is great. I think that her ability to like speak to people about it was, and like learning the thing and getting to choose like how Tassing's history is remembered by future generations, I think is really cool. I'd love to look at what the other murals portray. I I just think it's fascinating. I think it was great to have Andreas lead the story for a little bit because I could see that there wasn't much more that they could do with his story. However, when they brought him back, I was kind of bummed that they. Oh my God, the bibliography. I've heard about this. I'm gonna look up all of these stories at some. I'm gonna look up all these at some point because I really want to like look through and see all the research that Josh Sawyer and the team did for this. But anyway, I think Andreas, um, I think his story, the conclusion to his story and his trauma and his grief. I mean, I'm sure he's still healing and well, but the way it was presented and how they did it, I think, was a little rushed, which is unfortunate. Because I really liked the idea of like his like mental city, the maze, like his talk, and I like the exploration of grief, the fact that like time also affected him, like it did the rest of Tassing, and so he went through his own grief as well, but he's having a hard time figuring it out. Um, so, but I feel like it could have used a little bit more. Like it was almost there, but it just needed a little bit more of a push. More time, more structure, because when you suddenly take control of Andreas underneath the rat house and stuff, it just felt very quick. And I felt like it could have been a little bit more time, a little bit more grappling with like the grief and the trauma and the guilt. And obviously the ending does show that he's still working on that, which is good because good. The overall plot structure was really nice. I love the overall murder mystery. I like the fact that like they even so that all Father Thomas did was just send it to a bunch of people who had gripes with the person that was being charged, and just let them deal with it, which is great because it means that there's no one true answer to who killed Baron Rothvogel, and there's no one true answer to who killed Otto. It is a great way to leave it open-ended and leave you thinking, wondering what it was or not. I think that was great. Overall, I think this is a solid game. I love it. I would recommend this to my friends who love narrative-based games. It's great. Couple gripes as well are like I didn't really care about the mini games that much. They were kind of like time wasters overall, and they kind of remind you, oh, you're still playing a video game, because otherwise it was mostly just very narrative and dialogue driven, which I would have been more than happy with just keeping with that. But I know some people would prefer to have some sort of interactivity as well. I really love this game. This has become one of my favorite games I've played. I don't know if I'd put where I could put it on the list, but I just really enjoyed everything about what this game stands for, what this game was trying to do, what Josh Sawyer and his team and all of his team, because like it's not just Josh Sawyer, it was the entire team, were trying to do with this game. I think it's great. I think that this is not going to be a game for everyone. But for the people who do love these topics, for the people who do love these ideas and think of the stories very well, I think it's really good. First part of the game is probably the strongest overall. Second part of the game is kind of okay, but still good. Like it's like okay in quality, but still good overall. Third section, I think had the highest highs in terms of like emotional things in terms of emotion for many fronts, but it also was kind of also on that middle level. First act overall, still very good. I really want to find more games like this, more narrative RPGs. Eventually, I want to play Disco Elysium, which I know is going to be more RPG focused than this, but it's like this is just a great game to finally get off my plate, and I can't wait to like in my free time in the future come back through and see what other choices I make and how things change overall. But yeah, anyway, this has been Pentiment. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you with our next game in the future. Thank you all again. Goodbye.